What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be talking about what makes a narcissist not want to date you. What makes them stay away from you when they're getting to know you and whatnot. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a self-aware narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Yeah, I love the I love the theme music. I do. I ain't gonna joke with you. But yes, y'all, yes. What makes a narcissist not want to date you? What makes them stay far away from you when they're getting to know you and whatnot? So before we hop deep into today's episode, before we hop deeply, make sure y'all check out my courses and my support groups and whatnot. You can find everything at courses.mentalhealness.net, like you see on the screen right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, y'all. If you're not subscribed yet, what are we doing here? If you're not subscribed, I don't know what we're doing here. You know, guys, what we're doing here. But yes. What makes a narcissist not want to date you, y'all? Simple. I'm gonna keep it. I'm a KISS. I'm gonna keep it simple, stupid to myself, right? I'm gonna use the acronym on myself today. The number one thing that makes a narcissist not want to date you is boundaries. There, I said it. Y'all, if you have boundaries, if you are good at using the word no, narcissistic people are not going to want to date you. Typically is the Greek god of maybe. They're going to want to try to avoid you at all costs, right? Because why would a narcissist want to be around somebody who's going to continuously reject them, who's going to make them feel like less than a real person, who's going to make them feel a certain type of way about themselves? So this is what happens right here in these spaces when you're dealing with toxic narcissistic people. Typically, you're going to find a way to win, like by setting boundaries. You have to be able to set a boundary. This is not even me joking. This is not me trying to make you feel bad about yourself. This is just me just saying, hey, if you can learn to use the word no, they're not going to want to date you. They're going to typically want to get away from you. They're not going to want to keep this thing going on. Unless you have a psychopathic narcissist that just wants to beat the boundaries down, right? Because some of these toxic narcissistic people, when they slide up the scale of psychopathy and sociopathy, they can absolutely try to break your boundaries down. They're like, oh, you're a strong-willed person. I want to break you. But most narcissists, in the beginning, if you're learning to use the word no, if you're setting healthy boundaries, that's typically going to make them out themselves, right? Typically, they're going to out themselves because they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with you and your boundaries. They don't want to deal with the thought of being rejected consistently, because you saying the word no, you having boundaries, is going to make them feel rejected. It's consistently going to make them feel like they're getting rejected over and over again. This is what goes on in the mind of a lot of narcissists, right? They're going to feel rejected because you hurt them when you say the word no. The word no is like paper cuts. It's like giving a narcissist a lot of paper cuts. Like you just paper cutting the hell out of them because you say the word no. Keep saying no. Learn to use the word no. Even when you get in love bombed out, if you don't want to do something, say you don't want to do it. Well, Lee, I don't want to seem like a fuddy-duddy. And then what if I really like them? What if they're cute? What if they have money? What if they're booty nice? We got them some nice set of cheeks, Lee. Well, what if? What if you don't say no to anything and they abuse you later on? You could have stopped it now. If you could have chose to stop it earlier, I think most people would say, if I could look into the future and see that this person was going to be abusive, no matter how cute or how much money they had, no matter how their body look, I think most people would say, I would have rather not been abused. That's just my thought process. I could be wrong. Y'all know I'm willing to be wrong. I'm 100% willing to be wrong in these circumstances. But most of the time, I don't think I'm wrong, because this is the mind of a lot of narcissistic people right here, y'all. Narcissists, toxic people are going to continuously do this type of stuff because they benefit from it. They get there's deep benefits from them finding people who don't use the word no and who don't set a lot of healthy boundaries. Like, if I can find you and you don't set healthy boundaries, I feel like that's a victory for me. That's a victory for me. As a narcissist, that's a victory for me. So if you have boundaries, I'm not typically going to want to deal with you. I'm typically not going to want to deal with you. Another person that narcissists typically try to avoid and don't want to date, y'all, is somebody that not just boundaries. Somebody, this is going to sound weird because it doesn't work for everybody. It's just super specific, but it works for some people. If you have a very, very tight knit group of friends and family, like your support system, somebody has a huge, like a very tight support system that has people around them that are willing, and that people not just have people around them, people that you're willing to listen to. Narcissists hate that, y'all. They hate when you have a good support system. They hate it because most narcissists, of course, they worry about their reputation and getting people to like them, but most narcissists want to find a way to isolate you. They want to find a way. They want to find a way to get you to themselves. They really, really do. This is what most narcissists want to do. They want to find a way to get you by yourself so that they can manipulate you. They can manipulate you. They can gaslight the steam out of you. You know, they can trap you. They can do all this type of stuff. Because when they get you by yourself, you don't have anybody to depend on. If I get you by yourself, if it's just me and you, I win a lot of times because if you don't have healthy boundaries and you don't have a support system, then 9 out of the 10 times I'm going to win. 9.9 out of 10 times I'm going to win arguments. I'm going to win situations because you don't have anybody to depend on. So if I can successfully isolate you away from your friends and family, then yes, I win. So that's what I'm just telling people. That's why I tell people in these situations right here, when you're dealing with a toxic, narcissistic person, it helps to benefit you in these situations to have boundaries, to have a support system, to be able to be willing to listen to your support system. You know, to be able to be willingly listen to your support system. And, hey, I don't like this dude. I know he might fit all of your family members coming to you and like, hey, look, I don't like this dude. He might fit all of the things that you are watching and things that you want out of a person, but these behaviors are weird. You're not, yelling is weird. This person is kind of strange. They will tell you this type of stuff right there. They will tell you but you have to be willing to listen. Narcissists hate the fact that it takes, that you have family and friends. They don't want to do that. They don't want to date people like that. They don't want to date people with healthy boundaries. They don't want to date people with good support systems and things like that. Some of them, some narcissists love it. Some narcissists love when you have a healthy support system. You know what I mean? Some narcissists love it when you have, because they can isolate you away from it. Some narcissists, dark, toxic narcissists love a challenge, right? They love when you challenge them. They love when people challenge them so they can win. It feels like a bigger victory if they can break people. If they can break you away from your support system, they can break you away from those boundaries, then they feel like it's a bigger victory. Look who you used to be to who you are right now. This is what happens a lot of times in these situations. So, I'll say it right there. This is what happens to a lot of people, though, when you're dealing with narcissists. This is not just an isolated event. I also say this thing right here, y'all. Narcissistic people absolutely cannot stand people who go against them. This is not even just setting boundaries. This is like you just go against them. You like stand up for yourself, which can be part of setting boundaries. But if you stand up for yourself and you're just not willing to go with the flow or follow their toxic ass lead, then they hate that. They hate that. If you have conflicting views of the future or your likes and dislikes, they typically won't date you. If you're standing up for yourself, if you're strong-minded, strong-willed, they typically will not date you unless, again, they're part of that psychopathic, that psycho batch that I was talking about earlier that's tried to break you. There are some of them, like I said, they will try to break you. But they hate strong-willed people, y'all. They hate when you are able to stand up for yourself, not only with boundaries, but if you're just willing to stand up for yourself and just not go with the flow. That doesn't work for them. That's actually super aggravating for most narcissists in that space right there, for you to not go with their flow, for you to consistently go do what you want to do, for you not to listen to them, not follow their lead. And a lot of times in the misogynistic narcissists, not be submissive. That's what they say. They'll tell you you're not submissive enough, right? They'll tell you you're not submissive enough. You need to submit to me and do whatever I say and be my slave. They get the word submission and slavery kind of intertwined in the toxic mindset, in the toxic mentality. They get those two words mixed up a lot. So this is what you have to deal with toxic narcissistic people. You getting to know them. Be you. I would say this: be you at the beginning. I know that's what most people do, but you put your best foot forward. But be you. Don't try to change who you are, because if you're unwilling to change who you are, narcissistic people tend to avoid you. If they feel like they can't change you, they will avoid you. If they cannot change you, if they cannot break you, they tend to avoid you. You know, that's what I'm just telling you. Like, damn, you kind of tough. Like, you might be cute, whatever they think you are. They might be attracted to you overall, but if they cannot change you, or you're not very malleable to become, they can't mold you into this person that they want you to be. They tend to avoid you. So be you. Don't change for like, I got to change my whole lifestyle up for this person right here, to take a chance on this person right here, y'all. I know y'all see the movies. I know y'all see the TV shows when people just change their whole life up and risk it for love, and it works out on the TV shows. But yeah, real life is different. Real life is different. I'm just telling you, if you're not, I'm just telling you, stand on your business, stand on business, stand on boundaries, stand on who you are. Be you. You know, if they tell you that you're too loud, okay, I'm too loud. What the hell are you talking about? This is just me. Don't change who you are. If you're unwilling to change who you are, you typically can avoid narcissists, y'all. Just be you. Use the word no. Set those boundaries. Keep a support system if you have one. Be willing to listen to your support system, because not everybody's a hater. Not everybody's hating on your relationship like narcissists will tell you. They're just hating on us because they want me. They want to be with me. They want to give me them cheeks. Anyways, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Y'all know I truly appreciate every single one of y'all for being here. Of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And as always, y'all, Mr. Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you